Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I did a really fun skull makeup tutorial, and so if you want to see how I did this, please keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to take the Toofaced Hangover primer and just rub it into my face, and then I'm going to take my Loreal ProGlow foundation and my ABH Cosmetics brush and just start doing my makeup as I would normally. And I will also be taking the Tate Shape concealer and just highlighting in all those regular places. To set all that creamy makeup, I'm using the Mercier translucent setting powder. To define my eyes a little bit, I'm taking this Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette and one of my bigger fluffy blending brushes and just hollowing out my eyes a little bit. As usual, I'm taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz to fill in my brows. Using an Anastasia highlighting pencil, I'm carving out my eyebrows and then taking a brush and smudging that out. To contour my nose, I'm taking the medium contour palette from Anastasia and bringing that up into my eyebrows. Now I'm taking that highlighting pencil again and I'm drawing out where I want the skull bones kind of to be. And what's great about using a white pencil is, especially if you're a little bit lighter skin toned, is you can smudge it out if you mess up. And then also it helps to eliminate any darkness that you didn't mean to create. I took a smaller pencil and sharpened it just to get a little bit more of a precise line. And then I took the contour kit again and I started to shade in where I want the shadows to be. And I really took my time with the shading because I wanted to create a good area of depth and I wanted it to look really defined. Next, I took this dual-ended liner from NYX and I am literally just sketching out over that white area because I realized the white wasn't making it look as defined as I wanted it to. So I took the black and I was just lightly sketching in over the white. Taking that liner again and filling in the areas where I really want it to look super deep and hollow, and just filling that in and also creating that area of depth. Next, I took this dirty mauve color from the Norvina palette, and I'm going over the areas where I was using the contour kit to bring a little bit more red into the bone area. Taking a small blending brush and kind of blending out that red area just to blend everything together and make it look a little bit more dreamy and faded into my own skin. To create the teeth, I took that same small liner, I think it's a nude shade by Rimmel, and I just started kind of sketching again what I think would look like teeth, or the type of teeth that I wanted for this particular skull makeup. And it was basically just little squares with extended lines. And then you'll see later that I kind of fill it in, and then I'll do some shading to make it look exactly how I want it. Here I'm going over that liner with the shade Nectar from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Now taking a smudge brush, I'm taking a pink shade. I think this one was from the Sweet Peach palette, but you can take any pink shade and start shadowing in between the teeth to really bring forward the white color. Making sure everything is really connected and blended together. I am bringing the pink in to all the places that I think feels a little bit blank, and just where I would want that pink to extend to. I am taking that same dark mauve shade from the Norvina palette and that liner brush and really bringing in some depth to the teeth and just creating a little bit more of a color palette. And then I took that NYX liner and I am filling in the innermost part of my lips and trying to bring like an upward curve so it doesn't look like I'm frowning. And now I'm taking a pink and trying to carve out the eyes. I didn't want it to be too dark because I wanted it to be a pretty girly skull. And then I just took a small blending brush and dipped it into a pink shade and started blending it together. Next, I am taking this, I believe it's a concealer from Benefit. It's called Shy Beam. And I'm going over the teeth because they weren't as bright as I wanted them to be. So I took the cream over the powder just to bring it a little bit more brightness to them. This was probably the longest makeup look that I've done so far, just because I was super particular about how I wanted the shading to be. So I'm going back in with a different color pink and going over all those areas to make it as deep and as blended as I wanted it to be. To create the nose of the skull, I took this MAC liner. It's called Keep It Currant, and I started off a little bit small and then I extended out as big as I wanted it to be, and to make it look as flattering on my nose as I could. I added some mascara, and now I am highlighting with, I think it was like the brightest pink shimmer shade I could find. I think it was from the Sweet Peach palette or the Mauve Obsessions. And then I am taking, I think this color was from Mauve Obsessions, and shadowing out underneath where I think the bone was. I took a small blending brush and added a little bit more depth to my eyes and kind of created that forehead bone that we all see on skulls. And my camera kept shutting off on me, but I took that liner and created the bones again over the top of that black liner and added a really bright pink highlight to the tip of my nose, and I'm taking that same bright highlight over the MAC liner. And at the last minute, I decided to add some falsies. I took the House of Lashes Iconics, and then I made this flower crown from the rose bush that my husband and I planted, and just popped this crown on and took some shots. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this quick toot, and I will see you in my next video.